Chat, here we go. We got another matchup today, courtesy of the Frosty Fest event and Lo-Fi Girl. We got a $1,000 best of 7 between Daniel and AJ. And Daniel and AJ, I think, actually ended up not playing in any of the recent tournaments. There was a Pro Drops tournament, there was the 5K. Both of them participated in both, but I'm not sure they played against each other in either of them. Now, Daniel versus AJ is a special matchup to me, as AJ gets a demo on Daniel in the corner and scores the first goal, because the game that really launched my Rocket League career, I would argue, was the original Daniel versus AJ match. The first time that they had played in a show match when Daniel was rising to his top ability. And look at this triple reset to Daniel. Oh my goodness. Daniel is just unstoppable, man. He's a beast. He is a beast as he gets his first goal in crazy style. By the way, chat, feeling a bit under the weather today. But we're going to power through. It actually fits with our lo-fi vibe a little bit. We're just chilling. A little seasonal cold. Anyways, like I was saying, thank you to RJC, by the way. RJC, if you guys don't remember the lore of the original Daniel AJ match, I know we have a lot more people checking out the channel. RJC, a guy as part of the community, as Daniel 50s for a second goal, he offered me $500. He said, Feer, I'll give you $500 right now if you go and use it to get the best possible match you can tonight. This was mid-stream. So he said, go find the best game you can, and I promise to donate $500 so I could go, tell the players that that's what they were playing for. AJ, is he trying to get a triple reset of his own? No, a double reset. Fake wave dash. Daniel actually almost got the save, but AJ does finish it off. So anyways, I asked Daniel to go ask AJ if he'd be down to play, and that was how it first happened. So now we get the second time this happened on my stream ever, I think, since then, which is a beautiful moment as we head into a 2023 where I'm going to start trying to work towards maybe doing Rocket League as a job, which is insane to think about. The title, I'll make sure to update it. The mods haven't hit it up after the next goal. Daniel hovering underneath this ball with very little boost to work with. Wants to prevent AJ from getting a clear take. And AJ, I actually think that side flip was a bit of a mistake. He had control of the ball and he had Daniel backing off, and then he side flipped to pop it and let Daniel back into the play. Bounce dribble from Daniel to 50 is enough to keep it on the goal line. AJ, a lot of separation on that. Daniel backs off. Daniel just booming a hook shot directly dead center of the net. AJ had pre-jumped it. There to make the save, and AJ couldn't get back to the corner in time. I don't understand how Daniel got that. It seemed like AJ got there first, but Daniel maneuvering his hitbox in the perfect direction to make sure he's the one who came away with the boost. AJ's going to take this midfield. It's not going to stop Daniel from making a play on the ball. Just a pad to work with. The catch, and 50 has earned himself a corner boost. But that final touch will be the last of his offensive take. AJ the other way, soft flick. Just trying to get Daniel into net and then work from there. And he does still have Daniel there. Another pop towards net. Isn't really much of a scoring chance as much as it is just trying to test Daniel on defense. See how solidly he can make clears. A test that is going to be tough to beat Daniel on. He is certainly more than capable as a defender. Nice air dribble 50. Can he finish it off? No. AJ, nice recovery. Daniel couldn't get enough speed, and actually AJ gets his own boost as well. He's going to go up to the air. Quick dribble means Daniel's going to be recovering late. And the wave dash catch. Daniel, what a save. That was great movement by AJ. There is no reason for Daniel to believe the shot was going to that corner. And he should have been going all in on making a save closer to the middle of the net. But no, Daniel finds a way to keep even the slow roll to the opposite side of the net out, and then a counterattack for a third. Daniel backing off this ball. He knows he has boost, and I think he's just expecting AJ to not get a lot of good position out of his play. If he's going to stay on the ball with 0 boost, he's likely just going to be flicking it over to Daniel anyways, so he decides to just turn Shadow and wait until he's given possession with an extreme boost advantage. Never really came. AJ did a pretty good job of hanging around on 0, but this challenge right near midfield to push the ball off the side wall will be enough. AJ, he just got on the real wrong side of the ball there. He was trying to corral it and cut it deep into the midfield, but the process of doing that didn't protect the ball at all, so it made it possible for Daniel to take it away and get such an easy shot. Now Daniel from the ceiling has the reset the whole way. AJ decides not to challenge him, so Daniel waits till the goal line. AJ is going to get a wall to air dribble again. Great setup right towards the center of the net. Wave dash low. Daniel gets the save. And AJ just a bit too far out to try and score it through the air, I think. Which is why he's felt the need to go low a couple different times. Air dribble bump. Dodged by Daniel and saved. That has always been what has made him such a good 1v1 player. He has these crazy offense. He has this crazy offense, I should say. We saw a triple flip reset from him earlier. But what is he doing here on defense right now? What? This seems like crazy behavior to not challenge the ball, not attack it, but he just sits on the goal line, waits to side flip, and AJ ends up taking it right to him. It seemed like a mistake, but it worked out, so hard to knock him for it. And AJ back the other way, doesn't get the midfield boost. Not sure it would have mattered. He's going to have a tough time saving this no matter what. But front flip into the ball and a 5-2 lead. AJ, his take from the sidewall should just be a goal. So 6 seconds for him to try and get 2 more. I think it took him less than 3 seconds. Probably took him just about 3 seconds to get that one. So gonna have to be similar takes here. AJ not gonna be able to get to the wall in time. Even if he did get the boost there, it's still gonna take him way too long. Daniel's gonna get game number 1. As he goes up 1-0 in the series. Game number 2. Daniel and AJ. Daniel looking great on both sides of the field. Defensively, seemed to be able to keep everything AJ had out. And offensively, hitting stuff like triple flip resets means he's going to be doing just fine. AJ getting a bit greedy on an air dribble bump here. Trying to finish it off when Daniel's on the back wall. And I think you can only really get away with those kind of bumps. More center to the net where the defender has to jump out around you and can't just kind of stay glued to the wall as long as possible. AJ has decided to play in a Fennec in game number 2. I was watching AJ stream last night, and I think he switched to the Fennec after having a tough time in ones, because he knows the Fennec has one's power. Daniel actually getting slightly faked there by AJ. He jumps past the ball, and that's not a good 50. Should be a goal for AJ. Tried to make up for his mistake, and AJ gets just enough movement on the ball to put Daniel dead center of mass instead of on the blue side, where he would need to be to try and prevent AJ from taking it to net. Daniel off the side wall. So dangerous up here. Uses the flip early to 50 on the goal line. Just kills the ball right in front of the net. This is insane from Daniel. It is so hard to do this effectively. AJ is no chump. He gets on the perfect side of the ball. I mean, you could barely discredit AJ for what he did. Just Daniel keeps it glued there and is back up early to follow it up. AJ half flip kickoff. Daniel just taps it straight on net, and this might actually get him scored on. In fact, yeah, AJ gets it inside the post, so 2-2. I like this from AJ. Mixing up the kickoff game in an attempt to slow down Daniel. Daniel, really strong first touch as he sees AJ trying to close in on him, but didn't get it past him like he was maybe hoping to. Nice interception on this air dribble. Both these guys love their wall to air dribbles, so I won't be too surprised to see them look to counter each other from that position with early challenges like we just saw from Daniel falling from the ceiling. Daniel camping inside of his net. Going to go in and out to get the save. Turns out he's got 50s on his own goal line as well as AJ's. And oh my goodness, no way. How does that ball not go in? How did Daniel get that bounce off the post and have it not go in? And now, of course, he counters for a third. So instead of being down 3-2, he's up 3-2 as he bumps AJ out of the way. Daniel on the goal line is otherworldly. Daniel bumped almost into the boost, but just enough offline that AJ is going to win it to the corner. He grabs the back corner as well. Daniel's just hovering behind the ball, waiting for AJ to commit too hard. AJ's got his wall to air dribble. Daniel just has to sit and watch another wave dash low. I'm actually kind of surprised that Daniel saved it high, or went to save it high. I guess he was expecting AJ to finally mix it up and shoot high, but AJ's gone low every single time. Daniel saved all the previous ones. This time he was expecting the reset to be used. It'll be a tie game. Daniel sees AJ shadowing. Does not rush his play at all. That's it, slow roll. AJ with 48 boost. What can he do with this? Gonna have to finish it off with a bounce. Daniel, I think, knows that that's the only way he can go, and he's able to get the save. Set up into the midfield, bounce dribble. AJ hiding behind the ball. Daniel threatening the hook shot to the opposite post, and AJ just stays grounded the whole way. Good patience from him. He is gonna be rewarded as Daniel misses too high, and AJ able to take over. Can he get this demo? He cannot. Daniel manages to stay alive. And interesting strong touch here. You know, I would have thought Daniel would have taken his opportunity to control the ball, considering AJ was going to be forced back to the corner, but instead Daniel just booms it into the corner. Now a shot high. AJ playing out of the inside wall of his net. Something that actually I first saw Daniel do. And what a great play off the ceiling. Flipping through, using the underside of his car to finish off this play. AJ having to move out to center field to go pick up pads. As he had been so starved, he wanted to make a defensive play on at least 20. But the end result is him having to approach back into net to try and make the save. Daniel punishes him for that. AJ, did he get that reset? I don't think so, and he needed it bad because otherwise this is what happens. Daniel shooting at an open net for a 5th goal. AJ and Daniel, I think, have played twice before. Chat, remind me if they played a couple series other than that. But they played one on my series, on my channel, and I think they played one on Johnny's channel. AJ won the one on Johnny's channel, I believe, 3-1. And I think Daniel won the one on my channel, 3-1. And both those games were a long time ago. But right now, these two fighting for the head-to-head edge 3 times. When was the 3rd time? I feel like there was another time that I missed. It was probably another Johnny game, I imagine. Daniel undercutting the boost. AJ keeping the pace up, though, and he's able to disrupt the play long enough to go pick up the midfield 100. And Daniel just gives him a slight bump and turns in a 6th. It was the best of 7 on my stream. That was the original one. That's the original Daniel versus AJ, and then I know that Johnny did a Daniel versus AJ, and I'm trying to wonder if... Look at the shot from AJ. Oh, did he not have the flip? Surely he must these if he has the flip, right? Oh, look at the pogo from Daniel. I mean, that was, you know, not a good shot. I mean, he's going to get countered with 30 seconds left to go. But you love to see him try and incorporate it. There was also the Pro Drops final. Oh, you're right. That was Daniel AJ. Yep, that's what it was. Yeah, I forgot that was Daniel AJ. I kept thinking that was Daniel Jack, but AJ actually beat, apparently, Jack. So yeah, that was Daniel AJ. So that's the other time they played. That one went in favor of Daniel. So I guess this is the 4th time. Daniel up 2-1 overall in the series. Not able to score on this goal line take, but as long as he keeps AJ out, he should be okay. AJ, in fact, is just going to let him score it, aka have the game end. Daniel, a little reset. Doesn't finish it off. Game number 2 in favor of Daniel. $1,000 on the line. A new Fennec for AJ in this game number 3. Will it be the answer to a Daniel who has looked completely on form? AJ with the first take of the game. Off the bounce, the best he could do is get it just inside the post, so Daniel doesn't have to really worry about it too much. AJ, great dribble. Daniel, though, has a save on the goal line. AJ to his back corner. Can he keep this possession going? He's controlled the ball for the first 30 seconds, and I think he just lost it here. Daniel should be able to end it on that touch. Daniel, look at this shot. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's perfect to punish AJ for defending on the back wall. Just lobbing it up to that right side of the net. That's all you need to do. Actually, not even sure if Daniel expected to score on that. He's just trying to get AJ out of his position, make the first save, and then look to follow it up. And chase down. Daniel escapes. He's going to take the ball for a carry. Making the flick, and just a bit poorly timed. If he was landing slightly farther away from the net, you might be able to fake that and then shoot off the bounce like he was trying to, but with the ball landing as close to AJ as it did, AJ very likely to get that save. Daniel taps the ball back down to AJ and tries his best to swerve left and right to predict where AJ's flick is going, and ends up choosing wrong. So AJ finds his first. AJ off the bounce, trying to slot top shelf. Daniel gets the save. Reset back the other way. The fake, and this should be... Oh, actually, it's not going to be an AJ goal. Daniel, in his turtle on the ground, must have gotten just enough on it to prevent him from scoring, and AJ just handed over a free bucket. I want to see... AJ was just trying to pop it to midfield to set something up for him, but he didn't realize Daniel was there, and Daniel actually didn't even have a ton of boost either. He's just in the right place at the right time. Benefits from a mistouch from AJ. Double reset from Daniel, miles away from the net. AJ demoing him, as he should. Daniel should absolutely be punished for going for that many resets with really no chance of bringing it to net. AJ gets so much movement on his dribbles. There are just so many defenders that these would just go in on. Somebody who's watched a lot of 1v1, you can tell when an air dribble shot like that, you know, has the special sauce to be something that defenders will miss. And AJ gets so much movement as he carries that away that many a defender would have been caught off guard, but not Daniel. He's been able to keep these out. Daniel to the skies. Reset as part of the catch. Wave dash. Really just a bail on that offensive take, I would say. I don't think he expected that to work. He just didn't feel like he had a good striking opportunity, and instead of going all in and be getting himself scored on, he decides to just wave dash as a neutral option to give up on the play and just try and play his 2-1 lead. This 50 is not great for Daniel. No boost. AJ couldn't finish it off, though. Still nothing for Daniel, though. Maybe picked up a couple pads, but that is going to hand over the ball for sure. And AJ will tie up the game. Saw the video you posted recently on the Feer Plus channel. Wanted to congratulate you on your accomplishments. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mr. White Terra. Daniel loves to get a reset as his first touch, I've noticed. This time, doesn't use it for much as he just falls back down to the ground. AJ, though, cannot challenge early. You can't come to meet him as the ball hits the ground. You can't try and attack him in the air. because Daniel is getting that reset right away. When you have the reset, you become, you know, impenetrable in terms of early challenges for the most part, because you can use the reset to avoid them. No way Daniel saves this one. So I think that's one of the reasons why Daniel always goes first touch reset, so that players have to back off and makes it possible to score off a bounce like that. Just call me Dizzy, but your name is White Terra. Daniel, another first touch reset, dribble into the 50 and a fourth. This is just so impressive from Daniel. Gets it with ease. A second reset as well, I'm pretty sure, right? Just an absolute clinic on air dribble resets, which is what he's always been capable of. And when we watched him become, you know, the best player in the world, was always his favorite way to attack. This time falling off the ceiling. Daniel first touch and then slots it over the top of AJ. The car movement, like the placement and air rolling that he uses in order to get a really strong first touch on the ball. Or not first touch, I guess it's the last touch. You know what I mean? A lot of movement is one of the reasons why he's able to score these. You just use the reset, you know, soft side flip into the ball or something. Lots of players will do that. I don't think you see those getting scored on, especially not against AJ. But falling underneath the ball, air rolling to the perfect position in order to flip underneath and pop the ball up with speed. I mean, those are the reasons why he's able to score it. AJ faking and low 50ing, putting himself back within one. 40 seconds left to go. Daniel trying to pre-jump. Gets caught out. Wall to air dribble for Daniel. Trying to put himself one game away from winning the best of 7. He is going to bounce it off the ground. AJ able to intercept it. So he might get one more good opportunity before the clock hits 0. He's going to cut it away from Daniel, who he figured was going to be trying to challenge him on the side wall. He's got him to back off now. Catch. Daniel showing a window of space, but he somehow covers it. He made it look like there was a wide open power shot availability, but AJ didn't take advantage. This air dribble, wave dash 50. Daniel keeps it out. Still not over for him. Only 35 boosts to work with. AJ lobs it high. He actually has 100, but he couldn't get back to the ball in time. He should be able to get underneath this. Chips it to the side wall. I don't know if Daniel got 100. No, he did not. It spawned right behind him. So air dribble bump for AJ. He actually has to get back underneath it, because if he bumps, the ball will hit the ground. But Daniel jumped to save it, and AJ did get back down in order to keep it from hitting the ground and instead bounce into the net. 5-5, tying it up. Huge win here for AJ if he can continue it. He needs this bad, as I think a Daniel up 3-0 is just about impossible to come back on. Daniel trying to chase AJ down on the back wall. Can't demo him, and is hoping to take back into his corner for 100 boost. These two meet each other in the corner and inch it away. Daniel looking for a demo of his own. AJ has to avoid him. He's done well so far to do so, and he's actually bumped Daniel away. So now he has to carry. Early flick. I think that's a bit of a panic flick, if you ask me. I think AJ could have gotten a much better play, but heart racing right now. Wanted to shoot early. Daniel, power slide. Placed in far post, right where AJ is pointed at. Surprised he didn't try and go behind him. Even if AJ does save, you'd expect a much weaker save from that position. AJ now going to carry this ball. Air dribble bump attempt. Daniel gets around it. Daniel just cannot be air dribble bumped. The only time AJ scored is when he took back down to the ground actually to tie this game up. Reset from Daniel. Oh my goodness, what a save from AJ. AJ, a miraculous save. He has not been able to keep any of these out, but he somehow forces this one into the post, and he is rewarded with a game win. AJ, my goodness. What a clutch performance there from AJ to finish off this game. Prevent the 3-0 lead. 2-1. Still in favor of Daniel. Game number 4. Daniel out of the Fennec. Played the first 3 games in the Fennec. He is into, is this the old space station decal? Why does it not look like it is? Daniel, another first touch reset. Try to get a second. AJ actually should get a goal from this. And yeah, he'll be taking it in for a freebie. Daniel in the typical space station setup. Daniel losing this kickoff into his corner. His first touch is not great. AJ chases him down. Able to take control of it. Reset for AJ. Well positioned. Another fake. Daniel misses the ball. This is the way AJ has been getting most of his goals. When he's shot, Daniel has made saves, but when he has gone for fakes, let the ball bounce itself, that's when he's found his way through. Daniel able to get over the top of AJ, grab 100 boost, bounce dribble with a very high bounce. AJ jumps early and Daniel just gets to double jump it in. This is definitely reminiscent of what everybody likes to talk about, his bot Fennec gameplay. He's not in the Fennec right now, but this was definitely the perfect kind of bot 1v1 gameplay. It's possible to beat a lot of the best players doing stuff like that. If you can play it to perfection, you don't have to do anything crazy. It helps, though. I should say it helps. In fact, I would even say it's necessary to know that Daniel can do everything in the book. Interesting flip. Try to flip underneath the ball and clip it with his side of his wheels in order to send it the opposite way. Long shot from AJ, though. Saves and gets a third. Because if you try and be a bot, if you try and be a full-on bot and you just are a bot and you're not capable of doing everything Daniel can, it's much easier to read you. Players will stop you. They're not going to pre-jump for, crazy shots. But when you're Daniel and you have everything in the book, you need these people. These people have to be jumping to stop his potential shots, and then he's just able to no air roll, double jump, get an easy goal. Right now, a match that has really looked completely in control by Daniel was flipped around on its head when AJ was able to tie up the game at 0 seconds and then win that previous one. Now he's up 3-1. AJ able to take this corner boost. Hop into an air dribble. Tried to back off in time to get the 50 to kill it on the goal line, but couldn't do so. And, it's nice to see attempts fail because it reminds you that it's not as easy to kill the ball on the goal line as Daniel on occasion makes it look, or even AJ when he hits it correctly. Daniel reset near the ceiling. Takes it to the ground. Fakes, whether intentionally or not. Almost looked like he tried to get a little pinch shot and just didn't connect on it. AJ chipping it to keep it away. 0-50 from Daniel. Grabs the midfield boost, going to demo AJ, take him off the map. He is going to play a ground dribble, he's just going to set up his bounce dribble from the ground instead of the wall. Didn't like his setup, so he'll take it to the corner. He's got AJ creeping out of net to grab pads, which is a tough place to play from. But AJ's reset and dribble does keep Daniel from having an opportunity, and now AJ's actually in control of the ball. He is maybe escaped a Daniel offensive take here. He actually hasn't made it out of the orange half yet, though. So Daniel still on offense. A chip high. Not going to be able to bump AJ or whatever he was maybe planning to do by driving underneath it. But he is just hoping as long as he can keep AJ in the orange half, he may eventually score. But AJ escapes. And is he going to score immediately on his first take? He is. AJ just played defense for a minute and a half, it felt like, and as soon as he's on offense for a moment, Daniel can't keep him out. Just dribbling it straight down the field where Daniel doesn't know how to set up his shadow. He is trying to swing left and right around the play to be able to attack at the ball. We saw that not really work for him before when AJ went straight down the center of the field. He does it again. himself a 2-goal lead in this game number 4. Daniel's flick pre-jumped by AJ. Popped high. AJ trying to wait as long as he can, and he waited way too long because he had boost. He had boost. He could get to the save much earlier. He could have popped immediately off the ground and went up to get it, but he tried to time it a bit, and Daniel up way faster. To be fair, Daniel got to swing into it with momentum. AJ was having to reverse and then jump, but I do think that AJ could have gotten up earlier had he known how dire the circumstances was. Daniel, the fake low. The setup is exactly what you want as an air dribbler towards that opposite post. So AJ can't decide how to defend, right? He wants to go up the side wall, but he doesn't want to have to travel all the way off the side wall to connect with the ball, considering Daniel's looking to that opposite side of the net. So he decides to go back down to the ground, and then he has to jump. You know, he's just having to change up constantly because he can't get a read. All that has to do with where Daniel sets up the dribble on his first touch. If he sets it up near post, AJ with confidence can stay glued on that side wall and never really put himself out of position. Daniel's going to sneak his way through for a 5-4 lead. AJ did not expect this. You even saw him turn right before that first touch out towards the center of the field, expecting the ball to go that way. Daniel off the side wall, pre-flip into the touch. Cannot keep this 50 out, and AJ recognizes he's got a late recovering Daniel. Cuts directly towards net. This fake flick does not work out. Daniel falling off the side wall. Does not panic, doesn't use a flip, and just lets himself fall onto it. Wait, Daniel gets resets. I don't know. It just, there's a few players who can do it as good as he can. He's definitely not the only one, but it just seems so second nature. As if, yeah, he was always going to get the reset. There's no chance he doesn't get it. And he uses that in RLCS a lot too. Full field dribbles out of his back corner, using resets to take it the whole way. It's always been his specialty. Long shot for him as he wins this defensive stand. AJ gets the save. Daniel electing not to go all in on that play. Instead, we'll look to play defense in the final 10 seconds. Able to convince AJ to pop the ball early and then carry it to the back wall. So this pinch is actually not the best situation for Daniel. Is it going to be another 0-second magical scenario for AJ? Daniel! He goes flying past the ball. AJ just gets to slow roll it in as Daniel tries to flip off the inside of his net. He didn't have any boost to adjust. And AJ with the stone cold resolve to not do anything as Daniel comes out to challenge him and just hope that he's going to miss, which he did. And then Daniel scores immediately. And then Daniel scores a kickoff immediately. Standard kickoff from both of them. Daniel just wins it and wins the game. So 3-1 in the series for Daniel. One more for him to finish it off. Take the $1,000 prize. Game number 5. Daniel and AJ. The switch back to the Octane works for Daniel, so AJ looking to counter the Octane switch. Going back to an Octane of his own. AJ pre-jumping the dribble. Daniel pulls off of it immediately. Grabs the reset, but AJ actually did a great job. I got to commend him on that defensive stand. Daniel is so effective in the air, and by pre-jumping it, he got Daniel thinking twice, got Daniel changing his game plan early, and AJ made it possible to keep it out and now scoring the other way. Daniel just diving in from the other side of the field, trying to take that one off the top of AJ's car. Wave dash kickoff for AJ. Gonna put him in a good spot. He grabs midfield and has control of the ball. Daniel, another save. So effective. Being able to cover that low. Oh my goodness, that was in. that was in. AJ had to save that. That's actually insane. I didn't think there was really an angle there to be scored, but thank goodness AJ recognized that Daniel does get those. Daniel, huge interception. A hold power slide to finish off his take the other way. Wave dash kickoff for AJ. Doesn't go in his favor. Daniel winning the race to the boost. Has the reset. The musty. And the second. AJ, interesting flip back to net. He's always going to have a tough time recovering late after losing the race to the kickoff, but when Daniel executes like that, it makes it even harder. Daniel powering through AJ. Just slamming a power shot, top right corner. AJ's going to be able to cover it. And Daniel trying to pre-jump this dribble. Did it work out? It actually did. He almost psychos it a little bit to clear it out, buy himself a bit of time. He's still going to be playing off pads as AJ resets and goes to the ground, which he is known to do. Especially in this series, he has been, for the most part, using his resets as a way to wave dash, take a low shot as opposed to trying to go high. That could be a credit to Daniel's defense that he does not feel confident attacking him through the air and instead goes for the much safer option, and yet still Daniel countering the safer option as he gets that save and turns in for a goal. AJ, nice mix up here. I think keeps Daniel guessing as he jumps to this ball and ends up taking it back down to the ground instead of popping it early. Daniel, another first touch catch. Every single time he grabs the ball. Oh my God, oh no! Daniel completely stopped moving and it still worked out for him. AJ somehow gets the save and it bops out right to him to front flip in. Oh my. Unfortunate for AJ. Never gave up on the play, but sometimes things just aren't bouncing your way. Daniel reset miles away from the net. AJ cannot fully dive on him because of that. Not a great first touch from Daniel. Not sure how he'll find a way to make anything out of this one. So AJ can't quite take care of the ball, but he does force Daniel back into the blue half. Another take from Daniel. Too slow. AJ takes it away. Cannot get the ground pinch and cannot get the demo on Daniel, who's now going to dribble all the way from his back corner. Fell a little bit too far in front of the ball. Having to pull back means no way is he going to be able to shoot, because Daniel can take that the full distance. It just has, every single touch has to be perfect in order to do so. AJ trying to go top right. Oh my goodness. This is how you have to place it. Every other time he's placed it, near perfect, it's been saved. But this time he goes fully perfect as it hits off of just inside the posted crossbar and bounces in. That is just, it doesn't get better than that. AJ down one with 1:40 left to go. Bad single jump in the midfield. It's going to get him scored on. Really high single jump. Might not even held it very long, but any jump at all put him completely out of the play. Daniel reset, this time not with his first touch though. Did get a couple touches in the air before it. Wave dash power shot is saved by AJ. He's done a good job on defense recently against Daniel, who is turtling back into his corner. Maybe as a way to try and bait AJ in. AJ bumps him a couple times. It's not quite enough to get a shot though. And now Daniel escaping out ahead of AJ. Still no angle to be found. AJ trying to style here a little bit to match Daniel, who's turtling, but couldn't gain control. AJ saved. 33 boosts to work with on this dribble. Can't catch back up to the ball, so it'll be Daniel possession. 30 seconds left to go. AJ needs 2. He really needs to stop this one. The pre-flip flick connects, but AJ has the read. Daniel drops it down. Really tough position. He pre-jumps the dribble from AJ, who actually goes inside of the ball on my screen in order to get the 50. And with 2 boosts left, I mean, I don't know. He can't get back to the ball, so he can't jump off, but he almost needs to if he wants to try and win this game. Wave dash from Daniel. That'll do it. 6-3. It's going to be a 4-1 win for Daniel. 4 seconds left on the clock. AJ deciding to pull out of that first challenge and pre-flip. Or just flip into the corner, I should say. AJ sends this one into the blue half, but that'll be the end of the series. Daniel 4-1, taking home the $1,000 prize against AJ.